Hey, good day to everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a good weekend. So, obviously, you know how much I love American history, most notably the Civil War. So, it's a little history on the assassination plot of Abraham Lincoln and his Vice President Andrew Johnson and Secretary of State William Seward. Now, without getting into the whole history of all the co-conspirators, because that would be a really long video, this is mainly about Lewis Thornton Powell. Now, most people might, know Dr. Samuel Mudd, who had set Booth's broken leg, and Mary Surratt, who owned the boarding house where the conspirators met. And like I said, this is mostly about Lewis Thornton Powell. Now, he was a member of the 40. He was the only co-conspirator that was actually fought in the Civil War. He was served under the 43rd Battalion of the Virginia Cavalry, was one of the Mosby's Rangers, and fought in Gettysburg, and he was only 19 at that time. Now, in early January 1865, he had deserted the Confederacy and moved to Baltimore. And he would meet Louis Weichman there, who would later become the leading witness in the trial. Now, I believe sometime in February he met John Wilkes Booth. And I believe a month later, Booth and Powell would travel to Toronto and meet with the Confederate Secret Service. Now, sometime between when they got back and between the assassination, the kidnapping plot turned into an assassination plot. Now, some people might not know that the actual plan was to kidnap President Lincoln and hand him over to the Confederacy in Richmond, Virginia. So the assassination plot, Booth was going to kill President Lincoln at Ford's Theater, and George Atzerodt was to kill Vice President Andrew Johnson, and Lewis Powell was to kill Secretary of State William Seward. And it would all happen at the same time, approximately 10 p.m. Now, George Atzerodt actually ended up losing his nerve and never went to kill the vice president. But one of the other co-conspirators, David Harold, would accompany Lewis Powell to William Seward's house. Now, they knew he was going to be there because he was in a carriage accident, broke his jaw and his ribs, and he was in bad shape. Now, when he ended up getting to the house, he pretended he was bringing medicine. And I believe it was a doorman, William Bell, he was kind of questioning him because he didn't believe him, kind of pushed him aside, ran up to the second floor where he would encounter William Seward's son, Frederick. Frederick didn't believe him either. He kept saying he had medicine for him. So after arguing about it, Powell pulled out his gun to try to shoot Frederick, but it jammed, and he ended up pistol whipping him. And he raced into the room where William Seward was. And there he would encounter Seward's army nurse, ended up slashing him multiple times. And he jumped on the bed and started slashing and stabbing at William Seward. Now, Seward, because of his injuries, he had some metal and canvas or leather wrappings around him. Now, everybody was screaming, including Seward's daughter, Fanny. So after Powell thought he had killed him, David Harold actually abandoned him outside because of all the chaos. Everybody was screaming for help. So Powell would end up finding his way, I believe it was 3 days later, he would find his way to Mary Surratt's house. And there he would be arrested. Now, obviously, they were tipped off maybe by Louis Weichman, and there they would be all arrested. So by July 7th, 1865, Lewis Thornton Powell, George Azerodt, David Harold, and Mary Surratt would be executed. Now, Mary Surratt would be the first woman executed in the United States. And this is my drawing of Lewis Thornton Powell. Now, I believe this was taken possibly the morning of the execution. And this was just, just a photo that kind of stuck in my mind. This was when he was incarcerated in prison and kind of just leaning back against the wall, maybe contemplating what he had done. So, hey, I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I tried not to make this video too long. So I appreciate you for watching. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And we'll see you later. Take care, everyone. Peace.